No footprints, just the sound of rust. There's a town beyond the river bend where every road just seems to end. Windows stare with empty eyes, watching strangers passing by. The mine went silent years ago, still the chimney breathes like smoke. Every nail inside those walls knows the names that never call. I hear the echoes through the trees, like someone begging not to leave. Hollow pines, where the forgotten never die. Every shadow knows your face, every silence leaves a trace. The moon keeps hanging like a noose, while broken dreams are cut loose. If you wander after night, you'll belong to hollow pines. An old guitar without a string still remembers everything. The bartender pours one more glass for ghosts that never seem to pass. A faded picture on the wall smiles before the final fall. Nobody asked where people went, the wind already knows the end. You can run, you can hide, but the forest keeps your name. Every promise fades away, only whispers still remain. Gate where the crows refuse to fly. Welcome to hollow pines. The trees are listening, always listening. ghosts of old Tennessee. Every river knows their names, every mountain hides their pain. The Cumberland runs dark tonight, reflecting pale and dying light. The forest breeze beneath the storm, where restless souls forevermore. Through broken hollows and forgotten minds, the shadows linger beyond time. Old blood still stains the rocky ground, where mercy never could be found. The wind begins to call again, like voices rising from the end. Ghosts of Tennessee, stay with me, like old songs carried by the breeze. Ghosts of Tennessee, I still hear your voices calling through the years. Ghosts of Tennessee, black as night, lost beneath the pale moonlight. Ghosts of Tennessee, set me free from the curse that follows me. There's an old church on a mountain ridge, standing guard above the mist. Its bell hasn't rung for many years, yet echoes still fill my ears. I hear coal miners deep below, swinging picks where cold winds blow. I hear soldiers from another age, still trapped within their final rage. Mothers crying by cabin doors, waiting for sons who came no more. Every valley keeps the sound of hearts that never left this ground. The thunder rolls across the hills, and every memory wakes and chills. Ghosts of Tennessee, stay with me, like old songs carried by the breeze. Ghosts of Tennessee, I still hear your voices calling through the years. Ghosts of Tennessee, black as night, lost beneath the pale moonlight. Ghosts of Tennessee, set me free from the curse that follows me. I walk the roads my father knew, and his father too.
Dust and bones,
Blood and truth,
the mountains watched us come and go.
generation after generation, the land remembers, even when people don't. And somewhere beneath these ancient hills, the dead are still singing. Above the pines, casting shadows long and wide, the forest seemed to come alive with eyes glowing in the night. I felt cold hands upon my skin, like old spirits pulling me in. Not with anger, not with hate, but with the weight of forgotten faith. And the mountain wind began to cry like 1,000 souls passing by. Every voice became one sound, shaking the heavens and the ground. The river remembers, the mountains remember, the forest remember. Curse that follows me.
Ghost of Tennessee,
rise and sing
through the valleys and the mountain range.
Ghost of Tennessee, endlessly,
forever haunting me.
I hear them still, beyond the river, beyond the hills,
beyond the hills,
beyond the years. The ghosts of Tennessee never truly leave. I hear them singing through the trees. Stood on a lonely hill, white paint fading cold and still, black wings circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies. The wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, marking sorrow, loss, and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry, beneath the cold and empty sky. strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knows. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry, beneath the cold and empty sky. Some say the preacher lost his mind.
Some say he made a bargain
Some say the devil came one night,
and left before the morning.
but every story ends the same.
A storm,
A scream,
a scream,
a flash of lightning, and the crows, always the crows. The blood moon rose beyond the pines, casting shadows long and wide. The chapel stood against the glow, like a monument to sorrow. I climbed the hill through mud and rain, drawn by something I couldn't explain. The front door creaked beneath my hand like it remembered. Every man inside the pew sat covered in dust, abandoned hymns and fading trust. And somewhere deep within the dark, a single crow let out the mark. The chapel remembers, the graveyard remembers, the crows remember, the dead remember. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every light. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill.
crows above the chapel cry.
Beneath the cold and empty sky,
Crows above the chapel remain.
through every storm and every rain,
Crows above the chapel soul.
guarding secrets forevermore. By sunrise, the hill was empty. The chapel stood alone. The storm had passed. preacher bowed his head to pray. The rope was waiting in the wind for another sinner's end. The town stood silent, still as stone, each man afraid to stand alone. The courthouse cast a shadow long, like it knew right from wrong was gone. The scaffold waited on the hill, dark against the morning chill. Its withered boards had seen it all, every rise and every fall. The crows gathered by the pine, like witnesses beyond time. This is the hangman's prayer for every soul left hanging there. The hangman's prayer beneath the sky. God forgive me when I die. This is the hangman's prayer for every burden I must bear. The hangman's prayer through the years, written with blood and tears. The condemned man wore no fear, though death itself was standing near. His hands were bound, his face was pale, like a ghost already leaving the trail. Some said he robbed and some said killed. Some swore the devil bent his will. Others whispered late at night that justice never got it right. The preacher read from sacred words, but doubt was louder than what was heard. The hangman stared down at the ground, afraid of what he'd finally found, because every face begins to stay long after death has gone away. This is the hangman's prayer for every soul left hanging there. The hangman's prayer beneath the sky. God forgive me when I die. This is the hangman's prayer for every burden I must bear. The hangman's prayer through the years, written with blood and tears. I have watched the guilty fall, I've watched the innocent too. And after all these years, I no longer know the truth. The rope doesn't judge, the gallows don't care. The crowd goes home, but the dead stay there. Every face, every name, every final breath still follows me. A sound colder than stone. The wind moved through the hanging tree, like a hymn for the deceased. The crowd dispersed before the rain returned into their lives again. But the hangman stayed behind, a gallows remember, the crows remember, and God remembers. This is the hangman's prayer for every soul left hanging there. The hangman's prayer beneath the sky. God forgive me when I die. This is the hangman's prayer for every burden I must bear. The hangman's prayer through the years, written with blood and tears. This is the hangman's prayer for the innocent and the unaware. The hangman's prayer tonight, may they all find the light. Years later, the scaffold rotted into dust. The bell rang once at dawn today. The preacher bowed his head to pray. The rope was waiting in the wind for another sinner's end. The town stood silent, still as stone. Dark, like a beast crying through the night. Steel wheels rolling without end, carrying sinners where roads descend. The tracks cut through the barren land like scars carved by a devil's hand. No station lights, no town ahead, just smoke and shadows clothed in dread. The engines scream beneath the storm. It's iron hot, forever warm. Black smoke rising toward the sky like lost souls learning how to die. The farther it rolled through the rain, the louder it called my name. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hellbound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. Inside the cars were weathered men, running from who they'd always been. Gamblers, drifters, thieves and ghosts, each carrying burdens the most. One old preacher sat alone, holding tightly to a worn-out tome. His eyes look tired, cold and gray, like faith itself had slipped away. Across from him a gunslinger slept, dreaming of promises never kept. The scars upon his hardened face told stories time could not erase. No one spoke, no one prayed, only the wheels beneath the sang. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hellbound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. The conductor wore a black coat, his face hidden in shadow. No ticket punched, no destination named, only one direction. Forward, always forward, past forgotten towns, past abandoned churches, past every chance I ever had. And through the darkness, I finally understood. This train wasn't carrying us to hell, we brought hell with us. Blood moon rose above the plains, shining red across the rails. Its crimson light revealed the truth, the sins of age and sins of youth. I looked outside and saw the dead, walking where the tracks had led. Hundreds standing in the rain, watching us pass once again. Their hollow eyes followed the train, filled with sorrow, loss and pain. Not with anger, not with hate, but the weight of forgotten fate. The tracks remember, the engine remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hellbound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. I'm riding that hellbound train, through the darkness without a name. Hellbound train until the end, where broken souls descend again. I heard the whistle in the dark, like a beat. Every river knows their names, every mountain hides their pain. The Cumberland runs dark tonight, reflecting pale and dying light. The forest breathes beneath the storm, where restless souls forever mourn. Through broken hollows and forgotten minds, the shadows linger beyond time. Old blood still stains the rocky ground, where mercy never could be found. The wind begins to call again, like voices rising from the end. Ghosts of Tennessee, stay with me, like old songs carried by the breeze. Ghosts of Tennessee, I still hear your voices calling through the years. Ghosts of Tennessee, black as night, lost beneath the pale moonlight. Ghosts of Tennessee, set me free from the curse that follows me. There's an old church on a mountain ridge, standing guard above the mist. Its bell hasn't rung for many years, yet echoes still fill my ears. I hear coal miners deep below, swinging picks where cold winds blow. I hear soldiers from another age, still trapped within their final rage. Mothers crying by cabin doors, waiting for sons who came no more. Every valley keeps the sound of hearts that never left this ground. The thunder rolls across the hills, and every memory wakes and chills. Ghosts of Tennessee, stay with me, like old songs carried by the breeze. Ghosts of Tennessee, I still hear your voices calling through the years. Ghosts of Tennessee, black as night, lost beneath the pale moonlight. Ghosts of Tennessee, set me free from the curse that follows me. I walk the roads my father knew, and his father too. Dust and bones, blood and truth. The mountains watched us come and go, generation after generation. The land remembers, even when people don't. And somewhere beneath these ancient hills, the dead are still singing. but with the weight of forgotten faith. And the mountain wind began to cry like 1,000 souls passing by. Every voice became one sound, shaking the heavens and the ground. The river remembers, the mountains remember, the forests remember, the dead remember. Ghosts of Tennessee, stay with me, like old songs carried by the breeze. Ghosts of Tennessee, I still hear your voices calling through the years. Ghosts of Tennessee, black as night, lost beneath the pale moonlight. Ghosts of Tennessee, set me free from the curse that follows me. I hear them still beyond the river, beyond the hills, beyond the years. The ghosts of Tennessee never truly leave. Midnight fell on Red Creek town. The church bell cracked, the sun went down. Footsteps echoed through the dust, like a warning nobody trusts. Storefront windows stood in line, frozen somewhere beyond time. The faded signs and weathered wood held more stories than they should. The sheriff's office sat alone, like a forgotten gravestone. It's peeling paint and broken glass. Watched another shadow pass. The wind carried whispers from the hills, and every whisper gave me chills. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Locked her door, same as every night before. She swore she heard the rider come when the church clock struck one. A black horse crossed the empty square, with no living soul sitting there. Its iron shoes struck sparks below, like embers from a fire long ago. The railroad tracks beyond the creek, still grown with voices soft and weak. Men who vanished years before, searching for a forgotten shore. Nobody asks what happened then. Some secrets never leave. Red Creek again. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. My father told me when I was young, never stay when the night has come. Leave before the moon climbs high, before you hear the widow cry. But youth is blind and pride runs deep, and some promises we never keep. So I wondered where the darkness spread, toward the old graveyard hill instead. There beneath the crooked pine, I saw a figure standing in a line. Silent faces, pale and gray, watching the world decay. Clouds rolled over the harvest moon, and the town grew colder far too soon. Every porch light flickered weak as fear returned to Red Creek. I heard the bell begin to ring, though no hand touched a thing. One slow toll across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Then the ride across the square, the black horse breathing frozen air. He tipped his hat and turned away, and vanished before the break of day. The wind stopped blowing, the night stood still. The town held its breath beyond the hill. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Lost souls wandering through the night. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where darkness always finds its way in. Some towns disappear with time. Some towns become legends. And some towns never let the dead leave. I stood alone where the willow bends, praying for mercy that never came. The water whispered through the dark like old confessions without a mark. Every ripple knew my name, every current carried blame. The clouds hung low above the trees, dragging shadows through the leaves. A cold wind moved across the shore, like ghosts returning once more. And I could hear the river say, some wounds never wash away. Black river mercy, wash me clean. Take these ghosts and bury my dreams. Black river mercy, hear my cry before this broken heart runs dry. Black river mercy, cold and deep, carry the promises I couldn't keep. Black river mercy, set me free from the man I used to be. There's an old church standing down the road, crooked beneath its weathered load. The bell stopped ringing years ago when hope was buried deep below. I remember her standing by the gate, begging me not to tempt my fate. But restless hearts and wandering men rarely find their way back again. Now her memory drifts like fog across the river and through the bog. I see her face in every storm, a fading light I can't hold warm. The thunder rolled across the sky, like heaven asking me why. Black river mercy, wash me clean. Take these ghosts and bury my dreams. Black river mercy, hear my cry before this broken heart runs dry. Black river mercy, cold and deep, carry the promises I couldn't keep. Black river mercy, set me free from the man I used to be. Years of whiskey, years of sin, trying to outrun the shape within. Every town became the same, different faces, same old pain. The river knows what I've become. The river knows where I've come from. Midnight settled on the land, like black ink poured by an unseen hand. The moon appeared through broken clouds, a pale witness beneath its shroud. I dropped to my knees along the bank, thinking of all the love I sank. Every life and every fight, every lonely endless night. Then the river rose and swayed like a hymn the darkness played. For one brief moment I believed maybe forgiveness still breathed. The rain kept falling, the river kept rolling, the night kept calling, my soul kept holding. Black river mercy, wash me clean, take these ghosts and bury my dream. Black river mercy, hear my cry before this broken heart runs dry. Black river mercy, cold and deep, carry the promises I couldn't keep. Black river mercy, set me free from the man I used to be. Black river mercy, if you know where all the lost souls finally go. Black river mercy, let me find a little peace before I die. They stopped coming, the trees didn't. Every apple falls alone, no hands left to carry home. Wooden ladders lean and sway, counting seasons fade away. Father planted every road long before the winters grew. Now the branches reach the sky like they're asking God why. The harvest came, but nobody remained. Welcome to the orchard where forgotten names still grow. Every leaf remembers someone that the world let go. I pick the fruit, I keep the seed for souls who never could return. The orchard blooms each autumn, even after hearts don't. Old scarecrow with a crooked grin still protects what might have been. Crows don't steal a single bite. Even they respect this night. Wooden baskets slowly break. Under memories they take. Roots go deeper every year. Holding laughter I still hear. If tomorrow finds this place, tell the trees I kept my faith. Not in people, but the ground that never turned its back. When my hands become the soil, let my roots embrace them all. Every blossom, every breeze carries pieces left of me. If love can live forever, it grows in silent trees. The orchard remembers everything. Like a beast crying through the night. Steel wheels rolling without end, carrying sinners where roads descend. The tracks cut through the barren land like scars carved by a devil's hand. No station lights, no town ahead, just smoking shadows clothed in dread. The engine screamed beneath the storm, its iron heart forever warm. Black smoke rising toward the sky like lost souls learning how to die. The farther it rolled through the rain, the louder it called my name. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hellbound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound from who they'd always been. Gamblers, drifters, thieves and ghosts, each carrying burdens the most. One old preacher sat alone, holding tightly to a worn-out tome. His eyes looked tired, cold and gray, like faith itself had slipped away. Across from him a gunslinger slept, dreaming of promises never kept. The scars upon his hardened face told stories time could not erase. No one spoke, no one prayed, only the wheels beneath us sang. I'm riding that hell-bound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hell-bound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hell-bound train, past every loss and every shame. Hell-bound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. The conductor wore a black coat, his face hidden in shadow. No ticket punched, no destination named, only one direction, forward, always forward. Past forgotten towns, past abandoned churches, past every chance I ever had. And through the darkness I finally understood. This train wasn't carrying us to hell, we brought hell with us. Above the plains, shining red across the rails, its crimson light revealed the truth, the sins of age and sins of youth. I looked outside and saw the dead, walking where the tracks had led. Hundreds standing in the rain, watching us pass once again. Their hollow eyes follow the train, filled with sorrow, loss and pain. Not with anger, not with hate, but the weight of forgotten fate. The tracks remember, the engine remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. I'm riding that